This is the Iowa Weather Report for Tuesday, January 5th, 2016, and now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run at noon today. Fairly quiet across the area at this point, but our next system is going to be off to our west, producing some rain and mountain snow out there. Otherwise, it'll be increased cloudiness as the day progresses, with highs in the 20s to lower 30s across the state. You can see that storm off to our west, producing quite a bit of precipitation out there where they desperately need it, but around here, fairly calm and quiet, with, as I noted, an increase in clouds by late in the day. And you'll really notice it as we move into Wednesday. You can see that system off to our west. The Gulf of Mexico starts to open up, so we could see some late day rain or snow showers in our western counties. Could hold off in the central and eastern counties until after sunset. Highs still in the 20s to lower and middle 30s. And then the system comes in, and it comes in kind of in pieces. You can see one part over the middle part of the country, another part through the desert south and west. What this is going to do is this is going to kind of come together, and it's going to bring all this cold air up here in Canada, and it's going to start dropping it down into our neck of the woods, especially by this weekend. And as you can see here on Friday, rain will be, any rain that we do get, there will be some areas that will get rain, or rain-snow mix, will change over to all snow here as we move into Friday, and then on Saturday the snow will end by midday, and the winds will be coming out of the north, fairly gusty, 15 to 25 gusting higher, and temperatures will likely be dropping into the single digits, and even maybe below zero. Sunday morning will be quite chilly, but Monday morning will likely be the chilliest, with temperatures below zero north of Interstate 80 for sure, and maybe only a few degrees above zero south of the interstate. And Monday here will be very cool and cold. Partly sunny skies, more clouds in the northeastern counties than in the southwest, with highs struggling to get to 10 degrees. Most areas may not get to 10 degrees. Even next Tuesday, you can still see next Tuesday the flow coming out of northern Alaska and the Yukon straight across Canada into the plains in the Midwest and Great Lakes. Another disturbance is going to be coming through the western and central Great Lakes. Could produce a little bit of snow flurry and snow shower activity there, and maybe even some lake effect. All we'll see is maybe an increase in clouds, especially in the northeastern half, with a few flurries or snow showers, but it doesn't look to amount to a whole lot at this point, but it looks to reinforce the cold air at least until quite a bit of next week. And then speaking of the extended period, the 16th of January, you can see the flow is now kind of moving more out of the Pacific. That's not going to mean we're going to get warm air. It just means our temperatures are going to modify more towards seasonal levels because of all the snowpack we have around. Disturbance is going to be approaching flurries at best, if this is to be correct. Better chances of any decent precipitation looks to be along the Gulf Coast and across the west coast once again. And then as we end to the end of the forecast on the 20th, that's a storm system that we'll have to keep an eye on if this happens to be correct. But this is over 2 weeks out, so it's pretty much up in the air at this point. But if that happens to pass, that could bring a decent system across the south, the southeast, and up the east coast. Could be a nor'easter, but those don't affect us. It just means it just stays seasonal, maybe a little bit below seasonal levels as we move through the middle and toward the end of January. Satellite image from last evening looks fairly quiet as well. Cloudiness developing across the west with that new storm system, but from about the plain states eastward is fairly quiet and fairly cool at this point as the cold air has come in. The watch warning map from last evening, only a couple of winter weather issues from New Mexico up through California and up the west coast, and some freeze issues across the south, but other than that, it's quiet as can be, and that's not going to stay that way, because the QPF chart through Saturday evening at 6 o'clock shows some precipitation around here, maybe a quarter to a half an inch of liquid, heaviest over the places that need it, California and into the north and west.